Hello, welcome to the 21st lecture. In this lecture, we will talk about the contextual structure. Inside the contextual structure, basically we tell authors what they should be writing and in what format. If you look at here, the first thing that I want to give here is the population, then the location, then the names of the neighborhood countries, then the official name of the country, capital city, and the form of the government. I have chosen these specific attributes. The first reason is that you should understand this. Whenever you put something here, someone spends money. That's why your purpose is not creating the best possible article always. Your purpose is just being better than the existing competitors so that we can actually proceed in a cost-effective way. And we have focused the population because it's the most important attribute for us in the context of these things, and we will need to connect population to the location because it's our first anchor text that we use in this area. And there is a math behind all these things, of course. As I say, nothing is random here. And sometimes if we change a single question from here, a question from the next content brief, it might also change as well. When it comes to the contextual structure, besides choosing the attributes with a certain order, which means the author will need to give population before the location. Besides that, we also give the format. We also give the phrases that the person will need to be using. For instance, this specific phrase will need to be used here as it is stated in the rules section with these quotation marks. And sometimes if we tell that you should be using actually a kind of list definition and listing, it means that you will need to define the listing with a single sentence, and you will need to give your actually listing with a specific order. And we give also these type of examples as well. And besides the format, besides the order of the attributes, sometimes we also give certain types of, let's say, necessities. For example, names of the entities, dates, or units like Celsius or Fahrenheit, or certain types of entities that will need to be actually mentioned in this area. For instance, when you ask for the internet extension, we give the, let's say, domain extension, and we also tell that what is the distribution of it for the existing websites, and is it necessary to submit an official document to get the relevant extension. We didn't ask this question, as you see, inside the contextual vector, but we asked that question inside the contextual structure. We would ask this question if this internet extension would exist in our H1 or really important areas like the top question areas. So that's why once we actually distribute our overall contextual vector, the extra things will need to be asked in that subsection, and we call these things as preceding question. First, we give an answer to our representative question, which we have written to the representative question here. Then we ask more specific question in a connected way, and then we also answer it. This is called inquisitive semantics, which means we give an answer, then we ask the next one. But we don't ask any more question, because if we keep one of these sections really long, it means that overall contextuality of the document will be changing. That's why inside the contextual vector and in the structure, we will need to share these spaces in a logical way. For example, if you talk about the internet extension in the most of the document like this, it means that context is already broken and our H1 is not connected to this body. And in this part, we try to keep every section richer than our competitor, but also we don't go so deep. For the certain sections, if we go to these specific articles, then we go deeper only for that contextual domain as well. In the next lecture, we will talk about contextual connection, then we will check some other content briefs, then we will move on. Thank you.